My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never do anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never do anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. Jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Down, Kansas City. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Burkhead, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Remember, the Chiefs and Pats met in the season opener last year, and it was the Chiefs that came in and shocked the defending champs 42-27 behind 4 Alex Smith touchdowns. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to... This is intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 10. Newton again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something We've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
New England trots back out there for their next offensive series, and it gives us a time to talk about their backfield. Everyone knows Tom Brady's set in stone, but they've got some options at running back this year. Interesting to see how that's going to sort out.
And it's always been that way in New England, kind of a plethora of riches. In this case, it is crazy, isn't it? James White, the Super Bowl hero, Rex Burkhead, first-round pick Sony Michel. Then you got to put in Mike Gillislee, who's played well in this league. Jeremy Hill had big moments in Cincinnati. Brandon Bolden, who doesn't carry it very often, but is great on some.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
That's it. You ready? I got two. Okay? Like I said, come on.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man in the crossing route. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Fighting through it. He's got space. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked in to what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action, Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they've got it here with a 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll look to throw. Being chased, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the 50, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, you know, the top 5. It's good to have David Johnson back. Le'Veon Bell, of course. Gurley is he. Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take number 1 in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top 2 picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury, and with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he may get more work than he can possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for L.A. last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley for the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it, and don't forget, returning it as well. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flush to his right. And he's got some space here.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. A strong running. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And they'll be... disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the run, it's Burkhead. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And some room to run that. And now a fumble. The ball's out. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. .23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Set.
On first down, it's Newton. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's brought down. So we've reached halftime with a bit. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit his safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Newton on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. As they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Newton. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Now it's Patterson. Oh, deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Flushed out right. He's got it. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Butker now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. Dances by him. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gillisley, 45 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Set. 180.
On 1st and 10, Newton gets this one to Hill. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, Newton flush to his right. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. second down. Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. An unlucky number here. A loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle. Here on 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll run. This is Burkhead. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets it down to the 32. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick.
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll go on the ground. The ball is out. Burkhead lost it. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking.